suppose.
Today on 20
Live.
Okay,
Live.
so we have to mute.
Ask the oracles. There, I said it.
Thank you, Susan.
Okay, we're live, but we're going to start the show now. Harry, so just mute everyone, please.
If you want to kibitz, you got to go to Zoom.
Hi, it's Jeff Pulver together with,
Amy Zerner.
And Monty Farber.
and if it's Mondays, you know it's time for.
Ask the oracles.
That's right, and welcome to season 2. My goodness, wow! Just
And
like
welcome
that.
to our Facebook friends if you're watching, and to our YouTube friends if you're watching, and to Twitch.
To
friends.
Twitch. And
Whoever
those
may
of
be
you on
watching
Twitch,
this
we have a celebrity with us today from Twitch. We have Allie. Oh, come on, you know it. It's all thanks to you that you're like the metal rabbit that the greyhounds are chasing on Twitch, you know.
I am a metal rabbit.
Oh, that's
Chinese-
true in Chinese astrology.
Thank you,
happy
Allie.
to be here. Thank you.
Cool.
So
Wow.
we're glad we had a little break, but we're so happy to see everybody again. We had like 3 weeks off, right?
Yeah, and it was Monday, and it wasn't time for Ask the Oracles. And
We didn't get dressed.
we wandered around. I forgot how to use the shower. It was really sad.
But we've been working, even though we were not live, we were working on season 2, creating new channels, new places to be heard, adding maybe a little magic into our lives and all sorts of fun stuff. So
But we were also creating this event coming up in Halloween.
Yes, we're doing a special weekend Halloween event, you guys. It's 3 days with 22 of our favorite oracles that have joined us here. And we're giving all kinds of workshops and sessions and readings. And the link's going to be in the chat. You can see.
Yes, and
all the
actually,
people, what
the-
they're doing.
the ticket, because you're going to have to buy a ticket, is also not only a season pass to Ask the Oracles, it's an NFT. See what happens when you have Jeff Pulver as your partner?
But you can also pay cash.
Yeah,
and you can cash if you'd like to. You can, or you could buy the NFT. They just got minted. They became available about 30 minutes ago. So
We have people teaching about how to talk to spirits and ancestors. I don't like the spookiness of Halloween myself.
No,
So
actually,
this isn't going to be spooky. This is going to be the real thing where the veil lifts. We can do divination. We can teach you more about divination, all the stuff that we like.
and my friend William Stickovers, who's not only an amazing astrologer, he's also an astrological historian. He is going to be explaining the origins of Halloween that you've probably never heard before.
Yeah, the real deal. Because we like the real deal. We like you to ask real questions about real life, things that are important to you. And on our time off, we realize how sometimes we fill our heads with stuff that doesn't matter, like who
everything.
unfriended us? Who do we want to unfriend?
Wait, who unfriended us?
So we're also going to have opportunities for people to get to know each other and to connect. And we'll be hosting networking each day. We have special networking sessions going on. Those of you who are familiar with Zula, it's basically Zula networking taking place during the weekend. So it's going to be an opportunity to get to know everyone in a meaningful way. And so that's going to be absolute fun. And I'm very much looking forward to that. And that's going to be the last weekend of October.
Excited about that.
Yeah, as I've told people before, the planets Saturn and Uranus are at 90 degrees approximately to each other and have been since February, actually since before, but they've been exact February, June, and they will be exact around the holidays. And the meaning of Saturn is discipline, structure, things that last, time and timing. Uranus is all about electricity and the future and revolution. And how long can this shit go on?
And put those two things together.
And you have innovate or pay the price. So here at Ask the Oracle,
we are trying to innovate like crazy.
But we're not even
But we don't
trying.
want to pay
We're
the price.
definitely innovating. We are cutting that edge, almost
That's
falling off
true.
at times, but we're at that
Thanks,
edge of
Jeff.
innovation.
yeah. So we're glad you're with us here on our second voyage of the Ask the Oracle's mothership.
Yeah, start putting your questions in the chat.
Right. And if you're watching us on YouTube or if you're watching us on Facebook, if you want to come in and ask questions, you have to be with us in Zoom. Zoom is our studio audience, and you go to pulver.com, register, it's free at this point, and you come in and you join. Who knows what tomorrow may bring?
That's
Today
right.
is free. Today is free.
And Jeff and everybody in the audience, just so you know, we're already at question number 18.
Okay,
So
so we have
there's
about
room for
They've been
one
storing
or
up those
two more
questions.
questions. I know, I'm just letting you know.
But we
okay,
have no questions about health or politics or healthy politics. That is really,
I
what
wish
does
there
Amy have
was
in her
healthy
hand?
politics.
Okay, we're done. We are filled up our 20 questions. Anybody who enters after this with a question will have to wait till next week.
and we're
What is
excited
that?
to
Oh my
say
God,
that
that's a wild.
Wild
That's
Goddess Oracle will be out soon. We're brought to you by Cartomancer Magazine, as usual.
That's right. We have an article about how to pick your tarot deck. It's all about our cards, right?
It better be.
No, you can pick any deck you love,
Really,
but we're going to
exactly.
use our cards today.
Yes.
I'm very proud to have a brand new deck of the creativity deck in front of me. So
Yes. Jeffrey donated
know
the
you
other
got-
deck to the Smithsonian.
You're going to wear it out, right, Jeff?
yeah, well, I'm breaking this deck in, so it's all good. Plus, I'm happy to answer questions without cards because sometimes that's where the answers go, and it's all
That's
good.
right. Well, because the more you practice, the more you really just get more intuitive and more psychic. And you guys, we encourage you all, if you have your own decks, to do as many readings as you can because it makes you sharp. It makes you improve every time, just like a musician practicing.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see the familiar faces, Michelle Marie and Alana and Bernie. And I mean, it's Tara.
Joyce is back
just-
too.
I see some new faces too.
Yeah, it's really, that's the thing I think everybody missed the most about Ask the Oracles is the community feeling. Because season 2 really is season 2. We're not just saying it. We were here for a year during the depths of the pandemic.
So in these 3 weeks that we had off, did the world get even crazier?
Yeah. Without Ask the
We're
Oracles.
used to that now.
To anchor, we are the anchor. We are the fixed point in an ever-turning world. We are the fulcrum. That's Ask the Oracles. So let's get on with the questions. What do you say?
All right, let's bring it on, Lauren. Who's the first person asking a question today?
Who dares ask the Oracle Council a question?
Susan is first today.
Ooh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Susan got into
Welcome
there.
back. We missed you so much.
Missed
Thank
you
you.
too.
Well, it's very exciting to be here. Thank you so much. So I have a simple question today. I've met a young man locally who is a chef and speaks Spanish, and he and I have been talking, and I'm looking at helping him a little bit with his conversational English. And I thought he mentioned yesterday that he cleans houses. Is this a person I should have to clean my house to bring into my home?
I mean, psychically, I hear no, but I'm
No.
I'm
Yeah,
a policeman's son,
No.
so I don't want anybody in my house. That's why I do my own plumbing.
Well,
I
Monty,
get a hangman right there. Hangman says, wait.
Wait till you know him better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's good. Well, the karma cards told me that, and I wanted to make sure because he seems so nice and it seems so perfectly
He
timed.
could be the nicest
Well, it's like
person in the
internet
world.
dating. You got to meet first. You got to talk first.
After a while,
That's the karma cards. I just want to say something. The trouble is, as people who follow me on Facebook know, I used to do security in the movie business as a close assistant, personal bodyguard to Michael Fox and all these other people. And it's not a question of the person you're talking about. It's who they know, what they say to who they know. You just do not know.
If
And it's
they're
all-
on your wavelength.
And you always want to be controlling your situation as much as possible because everyone right now is in post-traumatic stress from the lockdowns and the God knows what. And it's no offense to that person.
Plus, there's generational differences, right?
Yeah,
True.
right. And it has nothing to do with culture or anything like that or
Absolutely.
racial stuff. It's just a
It
question of,
just means I have to do my own housekeeping, which is probably the best thing for me.
and I wasn't kidding. I one of the reasons I fix everything and my father fixed everything, so I thought that's the way you do it, is because I don't want strangers in my house. I just don't.
You. I love that about Daniel. He can do, make, or fix anything. It is an honor. I'm going to go because I know all these people want to talk to y'all. I'm just so proud to have you back with us.
Thank you.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Thank
Ask
you.
the Oracles.
Who's next?
Season 2.
question number 2. Question 2.
Question number 2 is from a family member, Rachel
Oh.
Rose. Where are
Hey,
you?
Rachel.
There's Rachel.
Shoot.
She's
No, don't shoot.
No,
She's in
don't
the
shoot. She's
army.
in the army. Oh, you're right.
Hi,
Hi. And your
Good to see
question
you.
is, dear Rachel.
how are you?
We're
Good.
good. How are
Jeff.
you?
Hi.
Oh, I'm okay. Crappy a little. Sorry, I'm eating lunch in my car.
Well, as long as you're not crappy while you're eating lunch, that's a good idea.
Probably after.
Okay, good. Okay, no health questions. So go ahead.
No health questions. Yeah, my question is, going through this med board, it sucks. It's very difficult. And I was considering refuting it because what I'm up against is I don't feel is completely accurate.
Oh, I hear don't give up, but we're not supposed to do health questions, but in terms of going up before the,
What do you want to know, Rachel?
Well, so at some point I'm gonna have to see a lawyer relatively quickly and go up.
it is an unfortunate aspect of human life. At some point, we will all have to see a lawyer. It's like,
Wait, do we have any lawyers in the audience?
it's like Scylla and Charybdis. You're going to have to go through them if you want to be Odysseus.
Well, I mean, I just don't I'm getting the feeling that I shouldn't refute this, even because it just sucks anyway. But I'm wondering, if I refute this, am I going to win or am I going to lose?
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, oracles, start your engines. I think it's just going to be talk, but Amy got a great answer.
Okay, what should you do?
This
I think
means
you could win.
completion. The four of wands is great. It's one of
That's
the best
interesting.
cards.
That completion might mean to go through with the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I
And that's
get.
gonna have a happy ending.
Yeah, I get don't give up.
I think that's what it means.
You're a
If you
farmer.
write- if
Farmers
you
never
write
give
it
up.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, from the new deck, the first pull, 3
Wow.
words: growth, perfectionism, and manifestation. So
Oh, there you go.
there you go. So
That's good.
Can you write it through, Rachel?
Rachel, do it, girl. You can do
I
it.
but I don't really know what you mean. Are you saying?
We're saying keep
Don't
going. Don't give up.
refute it.
We're saying go, don't stop. If we want to reduce it to its absolute common denominator, go, don't stop.
You're saying don't refute it. Just
Right.
We're
Right.
saying
write
keep,
it,
write it out.
write it
write
out.
it out until I'm out of the army.
What?
I
Yep.
guess that's
Yes,
a happy ending.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the army, I'm sure, is going to be the
I
poorer
think
for
we
not
need to
having it.
invent a simple deck that's like yes, no.
Maybe. No, but
Maybe it does not exist.
what?
I don't know
Actually,
whether-
our phones are talking to us. Obviously, the phone oracle says, write it out. We're turning
We
everything
can
into an
read
oracle.
anything, that's true.
If Zane moves his tail to the left, it means one
I
thing.
try to get him to do that.
Yeah, he won't. Cats, they won't do it. Well, it's great to see you, Rachel. We'll see you next week. Or
She always
you.
she always leaves confused.
if you were leaving confused, then the oracles have done their job. That's what we're here for, is to provide clarity that is
And confusion.
confusion.
clear
I
confusion.
mean, look, Rachel, at the end of the day, you need to listen to your own intuition and follow your path. You could ask for us on the outside, but ultimately, I believe you are your own spirit guide in that way, and your intuition is what takes you through each and every day. And just give yourself the confidence that you are doing what's right, and allow yourself to get out of your own way and do what's needed, because it is the way you see things. And so if you feel uncomfortable, do what you need to do for you. You don't take it so far.
Always should be what resonates with you.
Yeah.
And sometimes readings just trigger, more perspectives on what you're doing, or confirms that what you know is right.
and that's for everybody. And that produced something out of our Ring doorbell, so it must be true.
Sounds like it's time to go on to the next question. We love you, Rach. Bye. Next question today is from DR.
Hello,
Hello.
Hi,
nice to see you again.
nice to see you too. Welcome to season 2.
Yes, I was so ready for it. I'd just like to know what's going to happen for the rest of the month, please.
Okay.
Sure.
Message for the rest
So
of-
general message or read for the rest of the month.
Okay, Doc, for those of you out there, there's something called bibliomancy. I've talked about this in season 1. But what you do is you open up a book to any page, and wherever your eyes light on. I happen to be using our book, Mindful Astrology, in its 3rd printing since April, thanks to you all. And it's also a main selection for One Spirit Book Club.
While he does that, I got the angel card from our Wild Goddess Oracle, and that means you're going to encounter somebody or a situation that's going to benefit you. So something's going to something good's gonna happen before the end of the month.
Okay.
Yay, thank you. That was a beautiful card.
Thank you.
This says you have an impersonal attitude towards yourself. This makes it possible for you to refrain from self-pity when you experience difficulties. Even when things go wrong for you, you do not impose on others. You try to work out your own problems. It is easier for you to plead for the benefit of others than to ask for help for yourself.
Is
So-
that true?
That sounds about right.
So I think the reading wants you to sort of think about that for the rest of the month, you know, when you're giving too much of yourself, right?
Right, exactly.
Right. And I just picked out these three words, risk, recharge, and actualization. So sort of ties to sort of what was just read. Is really to just, you know, spend the month thinking about the actualization and the risk and how to recharge, because that's where you'll get your strength to do what you need to do.
Well, thank you so much. I'm
You're
so glad
welcome.
you're back. I'm so glad you're back.
Thank you. We're glad to be back.
We're back and we're bigger than ever because we have our Facebook audience and we have our YouTube audience. And, God
And we've
knows-
been eating a lot.
and we've been eating a lot. And we've
Wow.
been feeding our cat like 30 times a day because he's a psycho.
Oh, wow.
And
All right. Next up, Sherry.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Sherry.
hi, Sherry.
Hi.
So where are you joining us from?
South Carolina.
So nice to have you.
Thank you. So my question's a little bit more global. It's like, what is the greatest way that we can really support others during this time?
You mean for everybody, a group
Yeah.
reading?
While everybody picks, I just realized we don't have a special guest oracle. So I'm saying, well, everybody, while these two guys pick, I just want to say that when Edgar Casey, the famous psychic, was asked that in the 40s, he said the highest thing that any spirit can do is to make their home and their very being a place where when someone leaves you, they're better than when they came
It's
to
so
you.
funny. My card says exactly that. So I get the
Wow.
guardian, which I think also means look out for each other, but also to make your base secure.
It says time to become aware of and prepared for all contingencies by making your base secure so you feel safe and protected.
That means your body, your mind, and your home. Clear out stuff that doesn't serve you. I mean, we've been well aware of that. I was mentioning that before. Of why do we fill our minds with worrying about this or that or other people's stuff? You know, let's think positive. Let's think about love. Let's think about wellness, self-care.
And in terms of America, and you know, when America gets a cough, the world sneezes. That my friend William always says that. America is having its Pluto return. Pluto takes 240 years to go around the solar system. So from 1776 to now is approximately 240 years. And Pluto means transform. You have to. It's not whether you want to or not. So the United States is being confronted with its Pluto return. Jeff, what'd you get?
Well, it's an interesting combination, and I just find this fascinating. 3 words: dream, recycle, and wish granted.
Wow.
So maybe it's a time for us to actually rethink those dreams.
Well, recycling is a form of revolution. We have to recycle the American dream so that it works for everybody.
Yeah. Yes. And that could be kind of overwhelming at the same time. You know, you're asking a question.
As long as we're getting our wish.
Right.
Yeah. 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 Wish granted. There you
Cut
go.
to the
So,
chase.
As long as we
We
can,
all want that card.
as long as we can be free and that everybody else is free.
That's right. Well, thank you for asking a group question.
That
That's
was so
important.
nice of you.
We should do that every week and remember.
yes.
to do that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope that helped.
It's for us. Did it help you?
Yeah.
Hi, Stacy. Welcome to Ask the Oracles.
With our,
Hi, how are you?
we're
We're
good.
good.
We're everywhere. We're
And where are you? You're not. Are you actually on the beach? You're not on the beach.
No, I wish. I'm in Ohio.
I didn't know they had palm trees there. It's like
No.
it's like Cornwall in England.
Is this the first
This is
time
my
you've
own
done it?
special little backyard.
Oh, it's
I like
very
the
nice.
breeze.
I like your pond also.
Thank you.
What's
So
your
I have a
tip?
question about work.
Okay.
And I'm not happy where I'm at right now. I've been looking, so I'm just curious what you guys think about that and how soon that might happen.
You know, the strangest thing is as a psychic, sometimes I don't know why I get what I get, but I get it. I get that they really like you, or there's somebody there in a position of power that really likes you. I don't mean like
You don't
romantically.
like them, but they like you.
There's somebody that would be sad to see you go because you must be good at your job.
Really? That's okay.
Well, I could be wrong also, but that's what
Oh,
I
yeah. Okay, that's interesting.
I got the Master Craftsman card,
Oh,
which
you must be
means
good.
that you're really good at what you do. And I think you deserve, to really express it in the highest form. But I think that's the message for you to keep in mind, that you're unique and good at what you do, so you can get what you want.
And you were asking, were you asking for a time frame? So normally it's just one question per person, but
No, sorry.
because it
Okay.
was, I was focusing more on the time frame because you wanted to know when you're going to get it. So is it factual that you are going to leave your job and find a new job, and you wanted to know when the new job will present itself?
That sounds good. Yes.
Yeah, despite the fact that you're loved and appreciated by someone who's very important. So I actually, my feeling is that you're looking for the wrong kind of job.
Oh, okay.
That there are plenty of things for you, but you're not aligned with what you really want to do. It's more like you're looking for something, but you really want to be doing something else. And there's something else is out there for you for sure. But what you're forcing yourself down into is you're right, you're stuck. So if you could, when you redefine what you truly want, what you really desire, I believe you'll find that, but you have to let yourself get there.
That makes sense.
Good, Jeff.
So,
Yep.
and actually, before I go, when Susan was talking earlier, I got a message for her. Is it okay if I say what it is?
Please.
Sure.
So when she started talking about this guy, like my guides just started screaming, no, no, no. And really to be careful about this person, and that he may be trying to get money from her. It was very strong. I just wanted to make sure if she was able to hear that.
I think
Thank you.
that's good. It's really good.
Well, we all got to know. So
Yeah,
you
and-
got a little more.
When we're doing this show, in the whole first season, we always said this. We think that everybody is an oracle, and ask the oracles. We're not saying we're better than anybody else. It's just I've done it more than most people, and
Also, we want to strengthen this in each person. I mean, that's what our gathering, it's an energy sharing that makes us stronger. And intuition is so important now, to trust it and to share it like you just did.
right.
Because that's how the best way to make decisions for you. It's an individual thing, right? And
Right.
we can help each other with that.
And if Susan still wanted to go ahead and do it, I mean, free will is the most important thing in the world.
Right.
Well, 4 people told me not to.
No, I wouldn't do it either.
The Oracle
but I-
Council.
But I had a father, as a New York City police sergeant. He said the only thing illegal is getting caught. Cops look at you like you've done something wrong. They just don't know what it is. That's
So
growing up.
Psychopaths, I'm not saying this guy is, but they can be the most charming people, right?
It can be.
Well, thank you, Sue.
Oh, 46
Thank you.
years down the toilet. There we go. That was great. Thank you, Stace. Okay, Lauren.
Amanda.
Oh man, this is great. So we actually get to see who's asking the
Yes,
question.
yes.
LA Lupus lady, ask away.
Yeah, just please. She's got to ask her.
Oh.
There
Am
you
I
go.
unmuted now?
You're great. Yes.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Happy
Hi.
season 2.
Thank you.
I don't know what to, I'm going to ask the question that I was originally going to ask. I've been tapping into my own resources because I didn't have my Mondays, or our Mondays, the community Mondays, the group think. And I was wondering what resource, my question, I guess, for the Oracle Council would be, what resources do I need to tap into going forward through fall, and also like the Jewish New Year this week. So
Well,
like,
I saw the image of a fountain. I'm going psychic today. I'm going commando,
Go ahead. Go for it.
Full throttle.
full
Please.
throttle commando, psychic, whatever. And I saw a fountain. So either you need to drink more water, and really good water,
We all
or
need that message. That's a group message.
okay.
Hydrate.
Yeah, but it could also it can.
Just
We drink distilled water because that's like medicinal. They can make medicine out of distilled water. So you need stuff that can flush stuff out. Or it can also mean be like a fountain where you're just giving stuff to everybody that comes for it.
She is a
She is a
Femme
fountain.
of energy.
And Amy got a great card
I
for
got
you.
the Queen of Pentacles.
It even looks like.
So kind of own that.
And for those of you in our
She's very
very,
social, that Queen of Pentacles.
she is, and she watches everybody's money. For those of you who are not familiar with Ask the Oracles, these cards from the Enchanted Tarot, which has been out since 1990, were done by my amazing wife, Amy Zerner. Well, there's people, there's new people.
No, and it answers my question. One of the resources I've been using has been my Enchanted Tarot cards. So if you're new to the community, maybe you don't know that Enchanted Tarot cards are great. And you were talking, I don't know, if bibliomancing.
Bibliomancy, yeah.
I've been doing that with mindful astrology during the last 3 weeks.
Oh, that's so
That's so weird
crazy.
because Michael never did that before with it.
No.
I mean, it's not weird.
It wasn't you, but it helped me figure out, I mean, obviously what you just said is we're all our own oracles.
Yes, for
I
sure.
trust the Oracle Council and I
pulled for you too, just because I have a prop here I wanted to get to, but it was just time. The time it worked. The words I got were literally evolve, timing, and passion. And with that, I have to do passion. Passion's the word. Passion. Wow. Anyway, that was the point. Yes.
See,
That's a secret word.
he hasn't been idle over the 3-week break. He recorded
It
that
took 3
16
weeks.
times.
what were the first two? I'm sorry.
You were the first passion, but it's all good.
Thank you so much.
Having a duck come down from the ceiling.
That's an ancient.
Maybe another episode for the duck. Right now, I had to just work on that passion. And
Thank you very much.
I think it's kind of saying you got it together, Amanda.
Yeah.
It's evolving, which is, I guess,
Yes,
I needed proof.
we know. We do too.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Thank you very much for the
Thank
proof
you.
and evidence.
Michelle, your dog's so cute. Such a doll. Hey, I love this format. For those of you who are new to our format, if you go to pulver.com, you can get a free ticket to come into our studio audience.
That's right. If you're on Facebook
Or if you're on YouTube
or Twitch.
or Twitch.
And soon Instagram Live. That's next week.
Right. We were going to do it just for the hell of it, but we thought, oh my God, no, maybe not.
Who's the next? Because we have to read everybody. now.
Lacey,
Lacey.
who
Lacey.
finally got our tarot because someone gave it to her.
Really?
Yeah. I saw it on Facebook. Are you muted?
No,
Coming in.
I don't hear. We don't hear you, but you're not muted. Just pick your mic.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
very low.
Turn up your mic or something. Turn it up in volume.
What?
I hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I do.
Yell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you yell. This is Ask the Oracle.
Hi.
Hi.
I think it's better when I use my earbuds or something, but I got the speakers fixed. So
Oh, good.
it's weird
That
when I
sounds
have the earbuds in my ear and then I
Yeah, we're not
talk.
using them either.
Weird.
Yeah. So
Oh, I wanted to mention, I used to be Michael J. Fox's dresser on Spin City.
oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. And he's somebody that you really feel protective of.
Oh,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah. The
Yeah.
reason Lacey's mentioning is because I posted on Facebook that I was his bodyguard for the movie The Secret of My Success and lived with him every day for 7 days a week for 3.5 months. Let me tell you, it was a lot of fun.
You carried his wallet.
I did. I carried his wallet.
Yeah.
He bought my artwork too.
Right. He was like, I want to buy all of that. I was like, Michael, I don't think the bosses would like it if I sold you all the artwork that I happen to have bringing to the gallery. I think they might think that I was somehow influencing you, but he liked it very
Very
much.
nice
He's
guy.
a sweetheart.
Yeah, he is.
So I have a question, and that is, I have 2 sofas. They're like 6 feet long, and I want to get rid of some stuff. And this sofa, it's like red mohair, which is terrible. And it's got this really beautiful wood inlaid medallion. It's camelback. I think it's a sleigh. I don't know when it is. I found it kind of in pieces behind the
Well, what's the
Beacon-
question?
Well,
So,
I found it behind the Beacon Hotel. Anyway, so it's all put together, and I want to know, the only reason why I'm thinking of good old used things is because it's a used store and it's near where I am. And I really want to just sell it for cheap, and I want to know if they'll be interested in it and come and pick it up. It's kind of a burden.
well, it's funny you mentioned that today because there's a couple of veterans organizations that'll take it. They won't buy it from you.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you that young people, who I would include you with, actually do not want wood, and they don't want anything that could have bed
They're
bugs.
not as into antiques as we all
The,
were.
the whole antique
want
industry has
IKEA.
collapsed because the younger people do not want wood and
But I did-
antiques.
I did ask if you will find somebody to take it, and that's a yes. So it's a young man.
Right, and if you put it back behind the Beacon Hotel, maybe it'll,
Well, I can't move it. I can't.
You just want
it's
somebody to
big.
move it.
well,
and
it's
maybe
either the
some-
Vietnam vets or the Am vets. They'll come and take it.
Well, they have to, it's got, the springs need to be resprung. It needs to be completely.
He's just saying it's a service that will come.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's the Veterans Organization?
It's called Am Vets, and there's another one, I think, Vietnam Vets. And it's funny because on Next Door today, in my neighborhood next door, they were talking about that, about people that'll come.
It's not actually next door. It's the next door.
Right, it's an app, but, oh, I'm sorry.
It's an app. Lacey, I'm just going to add one thing. Sometimes the Breast Cancer Coalition will come and pick it up.
There you
So
go.
if you go and you call, they're nationwide. I'm not sure what they're looking for, but when we sold our mom's house, we did give them a bunch of stuff.
That's great.
Does the inn pick up stuff, Lauren?
The problem with the Interfaith Nutrition Network is right now they're so focused on feeding the people of Long Island, they have stopped some of their donation sites, except for things like diapers and specific clothing. You can call if there's somebody in the neighborhood where you are, but they're local to Long Island. It's only a Long Island thing. You can call the Interfaith Nutrition Network and you can ask them if they're doing a truck pickup anywhere near you. And if they are, maybe they can take it.
God, the Upper West Side's so awesome.
Interfaith what?
Interfaith Nutrition Network.
INN.
But it's the INN if you look online, and you might have to do an underscore somewhere. I'll post it. I'll find it for you.
Thank you, Lauren.
That's great.
You're
we go-
welcome.
Very practical to very,
Stop and Shop,
world.
the Stop and Shop edition of Swap and Shop. We actually have that out here in the Hamptons. There's a place called Swap and Shop. It's
Wow.
yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
Okay.
Is it?
PSA. That was our Who says they Ask the Oracles don't do PSAs? We do. That was our public service announcement.
Ariel, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, Ariel. Nice to see you.
Nice.
Hi.
His friend from
Hi, guys. Happy New Year
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
to all. who
52.
celebrate.
52.
So do you have, welcome to Ask the Oracles. Do you have a question? Or
I
something?
absolutely do.
All right.
This is my
Up
first
to the
time, so
right
I'm
place.
just listening really intently to everything. So I've been out of the workforce for about 3 years and am trying to get back in and do exactly what I've always done for 30 years. I don't know if I should tell you or not, but anyway, I'm kind of wanting to know, is it going to happen soon?
What
Am I
is-
going to be able to go back into my
well,
career?
you got one question, so let's just make sure it's an efficient one.
It's the same. Well, am I going to be able to get back into my career, get a job within my same career soon?
yes.
Yes.
They hear they're dancing and celebrating.
Yeah, that was a loud yes, by the way.
Yeah, sorry. Those Rode microphones are pretty good.
So what does that mean?
It means you're celebrating, you're gonna be happy, you're working with people that you like. It's a joyful card. It means, happy together. So I don't know if you're gonna be reunited with some people that you work with, but it's a yes, if you're asking yes or no.
The only
Gotcha.
thing I got psychically was about you might not be doing exactly what you did before.
Mm.
You mean in same profession, but different?
I'm not
Level.
sure. I'm just telling you. Because the way I work is I get different feelings when people say different words and different sentences. And when you got to that sentence, I got the feeling of, the ground started getting a little uneven. It started to feel like,
She wants to know if she's gonna get back in the workforce, right?
yeah. But I just don't know.
Doing the same thing I did before, which has been for 30 years.
What we're saying is that the work you used to do has evolved.
Hmm.
Yes.
And the work that you will end up doing is probably a variation of what you used to do.
Yeah.
Not necessarily exactly what you used to do for 30 years, but it's
Maybe better.
things moved, right? So you're going to be where it went to as opposed to what you used to do.
Right.
But we don't know when.
Well,
Soon.
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 you have to come back
That's a
next
good
week.
answer.
Yeah, we'll be back. This is season,
Awesome.
it'll definitely be within the time of season 2, maybe sooner. I think a lot sooner.
Yo, I guess the thing is, be prepared for be ready to take the job, so that to the extent that you have to be in flow for it. So it's one thing to ask, will you get a job, but prepare yourself so that when the opportunity is there, that you can just jump all in.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Our pleasure.
You're welcome.
Stefan, wow. Good, yeah, good morning to you. My goodness.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, for sure. Welcome.
Jen. How are you guys doing?
We're good.
Doing well. Nice to see you. How are you?
Fantastic. So I guess my question is, I've been doing really great with my job, and there's a lending manager position in Arizona. I currently live in California. So I'm debating on whether I should take the lending manager position or if I should become self-employed and start doing my own thing.
Well, as your cockamamie psychic for the day, it's a very New York word, cockamamie. It means a temporary tattoo that they used to sell. As your cockamamie astrologer for psychic for the day, I heard that self-employment was the best opportunity.
Really?
I heard no for the Arizona move. But whatever Jeff says and Amy says, I defer to them.
No, I'm aligned with Monty. I think that going to Arizona may be tactical, but strategic for you to be where you are and to actually maximize your opportunities and not hold yourself back from whatever it is you really want to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
I
Amy,
agree. I don't think you can make a mistake if you decide to go to Arizona, but I get this for, being on your own, which is strength card.
Yeah.
So we all want the strength card because that's all about love. It's all about strength, so you want to be in the best position.
right. And when Amy did the Enchanted Tarot, she did 78 2 feet by 3 feet tapestries. And this was the first card she did because she knew she needed the strength to do 77 more.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful. So take the strength and start my own business.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
I
Yeah.
might have actually started it a little bit already, but anyway,
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
It's like leveraging what you've done.
right.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
Our pleasure. This is what makes Ask the Oracles an interesting show.
Yes,
Because we all have similar questions within us, I think.
absolutely.
We can learn from everyone's questions.
Exactly.
Welcome, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm in Maryland and a new resident here. I came to marry my sweet husband, but I met a nice lady at something the end of beginning of August, and she has a shop in a place called Harvard Grace, the Heart of Grace at the top of the Chesapeake Bay. She is starting a shop that at least last Friday had nothing in it, but I think it's coming. I want to
I know
do
where you can get a couple of sofas.
I've got some furniture for her too, trust me. I'd like to do some healing. I do energy healing work and or astrology stuff for her, for clients who come in the store kind of thing. Am I going to be able to do that with her like in October, November, that kind of thing?
Are you sure? I mean, psychically, I sort of don't know if she's 100% with that.
Yeah, I don't know if she's ready or if she's going to be ready in time. I get I get the temperance card, which it's sort of like take your time, be patient. I think you have to find out more what it's going to be exactly there. And she might not know either.
Or she might have, issues. She wants to make sure nobody pushes back on her store and thinks it's, a little.
Did you bring it up yet or not?
We talked about it at the beginning of August when I saw her, and I have put messages to her through Facebook and said, well, sure, if you want to create a good heart opening time and date for my business, go ahead. And it's like, honey, this is business.
I know. And I just pulled cards just while you were talking, and fascinating. It was wounds, analyze, and delay.
Wow.
Delay.
Okay.
No.
And delay is sort of what
Especially if she's not ready yet, right?
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think
she's
we're ready.
had some deaths in her family and a pet passed.
Right?
So I think it's taking longer than she'd planned. Okay, not a big deal. I'm patient. I think it'll be a great little place once it gets going. Thank you for your counsel.
You're welcome. And for those of you who are new to Ask the Oracles and our new format, and this is the Enchanted Tarot card Temperance, which means patience, which you can see the angel teaching the mortal about mixing and blending. And you'll also notice that the clock is in a very strange position because Amy was not, she wasn't patient enough to put the clock
Because
on.
I'm an Aries.
So the clock has 1 at the top instead of 12.
Also, because I burned that card with
Oh,
an
right.
iron, my stuff is off. So it taught me about being an Aries. It taught me patience. That's the lesson of that card.
Right.
Welcome, Linda.
We're trying to make Ask the Oracles the receptive of all of our information so it can just go right to the Smithsonian.
All of our flaws.
Exactly. Well, I am built on flaws. A solid foundation of flaws. Hey, oh wow, it's Lydia.
Lydia.
Hi.
Hi, Lydia.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
And happy birthday, Jeff, from yesterday.
Yes, oh, forgive us, Jeff. Happy
And hi,
belated.
Amy and Monty and Lauren. Now, my birthday was a week ago last Sunday.
Happy belated
And-
birthday.
Thank you. And starting the Saturday before, the day before my birthday, I started getting all kinds of signs. I got 1111, I got 111, I got 444, and this has been happening 222. It's been happening every single day except today.
Well, what's your
And and so I just, obviously spirit is getting in, is throwing things at me because other things have been popping up, and I need to know what is spirit trying to tell me right now.
Okay, that's a good one. All right.
It's interesting. I got the shaman from a wild goddess
So amazing.
oracle. So, I mean, the shaman watches signs and symbols, right? So I think it's just
Right.
encouraging you to notice these things and to kind of trust your intuition on how to read them at certain times, because the shaman is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I got Neptune as a karma card. I have to send my contribution to Michelle Marie, of course. And this is Neptune. It's inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, and what is this? Yielding is the only way to. So I think it's just saying, be more spiritual, be more compassionate, be more Neptunian, go with the flow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled cards, but the hit that I got was to be more aware and to actually just, basically it was spirit telling you to listen for those signs and act on it. It's no coincidence
Right.
that you're noticing things.
So-
Because we're in the middle of Mars. Well, it's actually a little afterwards. Mars has been opposing Neptune, so Neptune is the card I pulled actually.
Mhm.
Mars opposite Neptune means aggression versus being spiritual and utopian.
Also, I think, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so it can also mean actualize your utopian ideals.
I think you're noticing these things, but what you can do is ask, give me a message about such and such and see what you notice then, or, start working with the cards, because that kind of focuses asking and getting a message, because maybe it's not clear to you, you see this, you notice that. So it's good
Well-
to have a tool.
Yeah, well, there's one specific thing I've been noticing a lot, and when you said act on it, I think those were the words I wanted to hear.
Okay, good. Okay, because that's Mars.
Okay.
That's why we're here.
All right, super. Thank you. I'm so happy that you guys are back.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to season 2.
And another reason we're here is we want to tell everybody about our Halloween weekend online event. Friday, October 29th through Sunday, October 31st.
So 22 of our friends, our Oracle friends, are going to be teaching workshops. We're going to be doing readings for people. We're going to be experimenting with all kinds of stuff. Michelle Marie is going to be there. So many of our guests that have been on our Ask the Oracle show, who are going to be sharing their expertise and giving short workshops, long workshops. It's going to be chock full. of
Yes,
fun.
and the keynote speaker is Jeff Pulver, who's a keynote speaker who goes all around the world and does keynotes at all kinds of places. And
And Jeff and Harry and Lauren are going to guide us through the whole thing. It's actually our first kind of online event like this, right?
yeah,
And we hope maybe it'll turn into a real life event next year.
and if you've heard about NFTs, thanks to Jeff and Lauren and Harry, are the ticket that you get is an NFT if you buy it through Rally, right?
That is correct. And they're actually on sale today.
Yeah, they just went on sale just before the show started.
And you can buy just one day if you want, just if you can only come Saturday or Sunday, it's a weekend.
Right, and these are going to, we can't talk about anything going up in value, but I would think they'd be collector's items, these NFTs.
And for those people who are not crypto curious, we also accept cash.
Right.
That's
exactly.
right.
Or fiat money, which is with the amount of money it takes to buy a fiat, would be more than happy to take that. It's a little steep, but they're very small. You know, they fit. You can get a whole bunch of them in your garage.
You're so funny.
And-
Just don't forget, Jeff, that that if you want the NFT, you need to buy it through Rally, because when you purchase from Eventbrite, there's no NFT with that one.
Right. So don't go to Eventbrite and say you're a bunch of lying bastards.
Right. The NFT, the as
It's unique to the Rally.
Yeah.
But our link, Lauren, it'll take people, and there's a PDF there that shows you all the specifics of what everyone's going to be presenting and who they are and their bios and.
Absolutely. And I have your website going up now too, because you have it on yours as well.
Yeah, I mean, we are trying to, Ask the Oracle is a full service operation. We're trying to help you not only live better, but to also understand a little bit about what's going on. I'm sure you've seen about NFTs and Ethereum and all this other stuff and cryptocurrencies. And this is a great way to get your toe wet in understanding by going to rally.io and getting yourself a account.
It's a free account.
Free, of
It's
course.
fun. It's fun too.
And if you're watching us on Twitch, you can get into Rally just with your Twitch handle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's completely integrated. And here we are marching forward. We're going to have the tickets that'll be NFTs. I'm so excited about that. Even I am going to be able to figure out what the hell I'm talking about. That's how simple it
I'm
is.
looking forward to that.
Really, for the first time in my life, it should be. And now, Lisa, sorry that I sort of stopped everything. I just wanted to make sure, because we have all kinds of people watching on platforms other than the Zoom platform. So,
Well,
hello.
Hi.
and your question is, sorry, we've got to give you a special answer because you got caught in the traffic jam.
I met a new guy online and I'm relocating. So I just want to know if there's some possibility with him where I'm relocating. That's where he is.
Okay.
I have to say, I do not really ever say this, but I feel good about him.
Oh, okay. I do too.
Yeah, I mean,
I got chills.
wow.
I got the generosity card. I think, in a relationship, and Monty and I know something about that because we've been together 46 years. Generosity where you give your whole self and you get so much more back, right? So I
Yes.
think he's a generous person.
And if he is not, then that's a danger sign because we find that people who are cheap and stingy are cheap and stingy with love as well.
That's right. That was from our Enchanted Love Tarot, these cards that we designed just for love questions and relationship questions.
Yes, and it's true. If you're watching us for the first time, we really did invent all these things. We are crazy. You're absolutely right. Stop us before we create
Your
again.
intuition is correct.
Your intuition is correct. Ask the oracles to not make so many oracles.
Well, there's a lot of negative cards and you got a very positive one. So what do you get, Jeff?
Free associate, play and dream. So
Hey,
Nice.
Play and dream.
yeah, play and dream. So go for it.
And
All
I'm not
right.
saying this 'cause you got caught in the traffic jam. I actually got a good feeling about this guy. There are some good guys out there, and he's one of them.
All right. I receive it.
You'll
Thank
have to
you.
keep us updated.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, if he messes up, he has to deal with me.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Welcome.
Bernie! It's not really season 2 until Bernie asks a question.
Hey, guys, how are you?
I was doing the chart. Now would be the time I would do for the birth chart of season 2. Go
By the
for
way,
it.
golf tournament was great. It worked out really well. It was
Yay.
successful. So your advice, just let it ride, just go with the flow. So yeah,
Thank you.
went smooth. Question: work has been flowing in waves. Some hindrances have turned out to be blessings in disguise. Will we gain business traction? In other words, will things start to pick up
When?
in the next month or two?
I feel like a competitor is nipping at you, at your heels. So,
I get the work card, which means just keep working, keep doing your thing. I think it's more like 2 or 3 months, not right in the next month.
Okay.
maybe since this is work shared in a happy way, Three of Pentacles is, you see they're both carrying the basket.
Yeah.
So maybe it's turn a competitor into a partner, because I did see like a competitor. I saw someone coming in from the side. What'd you get?
I didn't pull. The word innovate was in my head the moment Bernie asked the question. So I don't know what it is you're really doing. I don't know where innovation or innovate as a command comes from or through. But that's what I heard immediately is when you finished speaking.
It's a disinfectant product. It's bio friendly. In other words, it won't kill you, but it'll kill viruses, mold, spores, and fungus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. That was what I heard. I don't.
Okay.
For
it. Maybe
innovate always means to try different approaches, new angles.
Yeah.
Something that you've never tried before.
Right. So maybe it's, I think the more everything is there in front of you, but maybe the way you position it or message it needs to change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good one.
You're welcome.
Glad the golf tournament worked out.
Suzanne.
Welcome.
I think you're muted. What happened to Lauren?
I don't know what happened to Lauren. Lauren's back.
Unmute. Okay, we're good.
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Now we can
I'm
hear
so
you.
happy to see you all. I'm so happy to see you all.
Good to see you.
I just bought the Wild Oracle. I can't wait.
Oh, thank you.
Goddess deck. I'm so excited. I can hardly
It's a little
wait. That
delayed.
one,
It won't be there till October 12th, but I'm going to put you in the contest because we're having a contest till October 1st where you can win one of my kimonos. One of my necklaces. Yeah. We're going to have the drawing on October 1st.
And for those of you who are new to Ask the Oracles, Amy Zerner is a fashion and jewelry designer for Bergdorf Goodman, which is Neiman Marcus's New York store. And her stuff's worth a lot of money. So it's worth joining. Besides being gorgeous, it's worth joining.
Thank you.
that deck just called to me so deeply.
And for our friends in France, the Wild Goddess Oracle will be coming out in France at the same exact time as it's released here. It's being shipped now.
I want to use that deck.
The publisher is Tres Daniel, Tres Daniel, and which is a pretty damn big publisher in France. And so they're printing 6,000 copies in France, which is a lot of copies for France. So we're very excited about that. Where is it?
Okay.
What's your question?
What's your question, Suzanne? Now that you
Jeff, I loved it. Hi, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I just was asking to have my guides and spirits show me some advice and love through the rest of this month and October. September is the most magical month. Every September is just golden and wonderful. So,
I mean, the feeling I got psychically while they're picking stuff is that you shouldn't be sad, that you might have had some sad news, and that they're sort of like saying, you got to sit upright and you got to take the weight off your shoulders is really the visual that I was shown psychically.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's true, and if it's not, I apologize.
No, my grandson fell out of a second-story window, but he's alive to tell the story. So,
Oh my
that's
God.
scary.
I'm so
but I've been doing a lot of care of him, so he's okay. He's okay. Believe it or not, 2-year-olds bounce or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Wow.
I get the visionary for you. So that's all about imagining, in your mind's eye, how you would like, what you would like to have happen, to see it and say it and feel it and imagine it. So play with those things.
And I'm
That's a
going
beautiful
with
card.
the magical part.
I love it.
Timing, actualization, and a happy accident. So, yes, something very special. Very special.
Yeah, and we discussed that happy accident can be a very, very good thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Synchronicities, right?
Yes.
Is that a magic condom? What is it, Amanda?
Where?
Amanda.
What?
What does she hold?
She's a
That was a beautiful card, Amy. And
That's her
and-
goop, you guys.
my
You guys
favorite.
are so funny.
We are.
Aside from all the
Well, look at it. I mean, what do you? I'm
Okay.
aside from all the trauma and the magical condoms, it's been a beautiful, beautiful month. So I understand the sadness. part,
everybody
so.
here. Everybody here is sending your grandson positive energy.
Yes.
He's just a champion.
That's amazing.
Well, I guess
Just
that's
cracked.
an accident. If he kind of bounced, it was okay, right?
I'm like angels caught him on the way down. There's
That
just
happens.
no doubt. Yeah, he
I
came out of
think
that.
a lot
with
of us here are alive because of angels. I know I am.
Oh, I mean, he had a little cracked skull and a little crack in his foot, and that was it.
Wow.
Wow.
So, we're doing good.
He's obviously favored by the forces around him. That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely
Well, thanks
angels
for
caught
answering
him.
the question. Welcome back for season 2.
Thank you.
Lauren, how are we doing with timing? By the way?
Well, we're doing really good on timing right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 after Alana, which
Great.
should be perfect. And we might be able to squeeze in one, but I'm not sure. We just got a request, but we'll see.
Alana, I don't know if I told you, but I got a book deal for doing the class.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, the astrology class that Alana is now a Farber astrologer.
Yes, I am.
Now too.
That's exciting. I'm excited to hear more about that later, Monty.
I know, but we have so much going on. It sounds crazy to me, so I can't imagine what it sounds like to everybody else. What'd you say, Jeff? I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
Michelle Welsh is in the room.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Oh yeah, and Jeff, thank you for on Michelle's show when you were a guest for my reading. So I wanted to say thank you again for that. So,
You're welcome. I don't remember what was said, but hopefully it was.
yeah, I know it's supposed to be like that. So my question is a fun one. I think maybe. Will I go on a weekend trip with my partner by the end of the year? Just curious if that'll happen.
I mean, I hear no.
I gotta know. I wonder.
You really
why.
want to go, I guess, yeah, because there's maybe a blockage for it.
I feel like there's something good. It's not something bad. I feel like you've got to work too hard, or they want you to do 6 people's work instead of just 5 people's work. And
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Well, what about going away, midweek rather than over a weekend?
Okay, I'll think about it.
I hear no. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. 2022. There's
We have to wait on this.
always options. Thank you.
I feel like, and it's also I feel like you have to wait for the place where you're going. As if
I guess especially
going-
during these times.
it's
Yeah.
like you get there and they're, what a great idea. We're redoing the plumbing. We're taking the walls out. That kind of thing.
Well, everything's changing week to week these days.
Mhm.
With all the restrictions or
Yeah.
and you don't really know.
Makes sense.
Okay. Well, sorry.
As
I
long as we make sense.
hate to say no to you, but
That's why I'm here. I have to get an answer. So I know
That's
it
a work.
works different ways. Thanks.
hey, Michelle, look, we have a meme for the event that you're going to be speaking at. Just wanted Michelle to see that. Okay. Rose. Hey, Rose. How are you?
Hi, welcome back, everybody. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Thank
Did
you.
you get to Israel during our hiatus?
No, but I want to know if I'm getting there before the end of the year.
That's your question?
Mm-hmm.
See, I remember. People think I'm goofy because of the hat.
Well, I have been asking the same question for 6 months, so yes.
What did we say?
You kept saying no, and I still hear no. I
By
don't
the
know.
end of the year.
I don't.
By the end of the year.
Well, Amy says
Close.
yes. Go with Amy.
I got that
Completion card.
Thanksgiving card. You know, it's giving
Awesome.
gratitude.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I don't know what
Maybe
I'm
it's gonna
talking about.
go right a little into the new year. That's why you get it.
And
Okay.
you, Jeff?
I'm pulling cards to see what's being said in the cards. Wow. Not necessarily good, but maybe we could make good out of it. It's evolve, procrastination, and cycles. Definitely, you don't need us to tell you that something is being put off, but it's maybe there's another way for you to accomplish what you need to accomplish in Israel from where you are, as opposed to being there. Because I don't know, you know, I would love to be able to tell you that you'll be there when you want to be. I know, but you already want to be there. So I think it happens, but there's things I think outside your control that are stopping it, which is the challenge.
You waited this long, Rose.
Are,
Will
are they
happen.
open, are they open to Americans?
I'm not American. I don't have a first grade relative there. Complicated. The paperwork is.
It's still difficult, Monty. You need special access to get in right now.
I see. Okay. Just asking.
Thank you. See you soon.
You soon.
Yeah,
We don't like to disappoint people.
I know. Oh, wow. Look who's here.
Hey, Rianne,
Oh, my God.
welcome.
Wow. This is great. Welcome
It's
to
a
season 2.
fellow fabric artist, goddess worker. Is that right? Goddess worker?
Yes.
Anything you say.
Rayan, you need to unmute yourself, please. There should be a little note that says unmute.
There you go. Hi, good happy New
Hi. So
Year.
nice to
my
see you
dear.
alive. We usually it's on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good to see you. So my question is, I sit in the middle of all this beauty and art and writing and creativity, and I've had one thing after another. My father died, my brother died, my mother died.
Oh, no.
You know, just
That thing with threes is.
I wasn't feeling well, so I've had a few years of, you know, I keep creating, but I haven't really launched into the world, and I just keep getting older. And I'm just wondering, you know, what I need to do to move forward and to really, I really want to share, and I feel like it's starting to really wear on me. That I'm not putting my work out into the world.
So what I got was, as you were speaking, is you need to be more in your now, more in your flow. That all these events keep your headspace in the past, and to let go of where you were, because that's keeping you back, and to basically do your old rituals to bring you into the flow, into your state of now. Because the more present you are, immediately you'll see an immediate difference. You'll feel different, and you'll be, and things will open up. And because they're not being blocked. You're staying. Every time you reflect back, it's literally shifting your time. And from what I understand, you're more of a future person, not a back time person. And
Exactly.
Realign yourself and start and go back to the rituals you used to do to keep yourself in flow.
Beautiful.
I think this confirms, I get the Sun card, which is, you know, the most positive card in the deck. And it's a feeling card. So I think, you know, to turn the grief, I know grief has its own timing and you can't predict that, but I think since your art fills your soul and you have to do it for your soul to make that a positive and do healing work with it, you know, for all you've been through. But it's like, it's a happy card, you know, I think it's the light at the end of the tunnel. And I also get this Maya card. So, you know, being an artist myself and we're authors as well, so much of what it is to get your art out in the world and accepted is an illusion. That's what the Maya card is about. So we know, you know, what's real success? The real success is doing it for yourself and the satisfaction. And I know you want to share it, and there's so many different ways to share it than something that we might be locked into, whether it's a gallery show or a book published, whatever, you know, it's going to be the right karma for you because you're putting the energy into it. So it'll find its way in the appropriate way, but don't get caught up into the illusions of what success is or what you need to find that fulfillment.
Oh, that's beautiful.
My jumper for you is play. So I just, which is like what I was like, yeah. So I actually believe that the market for your stuff is stronger now than before, and it's just you to just go forward with you. I know it doesn't make sense to me, but it will make sense to you that you have it. You just need to, do it. Really.
That's exactly what I got psychically when you were talking, was that you need to have like a show now, or to get it online now, and just like blast out with get your work out there now any way you can. If you have a friend with a gallery, or if you're doing something, just get it out there.
Okay. Wonderful. Yay! It's, I feel everything lightening. I feel the time, all of the past things going. I'm ready to
Well, we love to watch people work. Get out there. That's our.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Hey, Judy. You might be muted.
Yeah, thank you for coming back for the second season.
Oh my God, we're having a blast.
It's so entertaining just to listen to you guys and to hear your thoughts. It's lovely. So
thank you. That's one of the reasons we decided to send it out over to YouTube and Twitch and all these other places.
They can't ask questions, but you guys can.
Right, because this is a studio audience.
I'm in a lot of change. I'm living in Arizona and I'm married, but that is phasing away, probably getting a divorce. And I'm a designer as well, and an artist. So I'm kind of looking at where should I live back in New York City, where I came from. I lived there for 15 years in Manhattan, and or New Mexico or Los Angeles, because I have been working in the film industry doing production design and costume design.
Wow.
Well, I pulled a card just as you were talking about. They're all good. There's not a bad card.
Oh, really?
Well, that makes it hard to decide.
I got a better feeling for New Mexico, but there's not exactly a big film industry there, as far as I know.
Breaking Bad was there for a while.
Well, that's
what is there now is Netflix and Prime.
Well, end of story. That's the two biggest studios in the world.
That's why you can't go wrong. I think you're going to make the magic whether you go to New York or stand in Mexico or California.
I mean, I got a decent hit.
Something really good coming because I got all three good cards.
Oh, thank you.
It's I think you just need to recognize where you feel most comfortable, but also challenge yourself, because I think for you need to be on that edge so that you're keeping yourself alert to what's happening. And so you need a little bit of competition for yourself so that it's not the same old, and to just push yourself closer to that creativity edge, wherever that is. And if you go one place that doesn't feel right, go the other place. But you are unbounded as far as what you will do. There's no doubt about that.
Thank you. Thank you. That warms my heart to just be with you guys and hear your answer. And a big shout out to one of my heroines, Amy. I love you. I love your work. And I'm so inspired by you.
Oh, this is so sweet to hear. Thank you.
Me too, every day.
Oh, you guys are too cute together. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God, Lexi.
Hi, guys.
The students, did you hear what I told Alana, that I got a deal for the class?
I did. I'm excited.
I know, it's cool, right? Well, it's all thanks to you guys, though I'm not giving you nothing. Except my undying gratitude.
I still want my Farberologist shirt.
You will. I got to make them up. I can wear with the hat.
I'll put it on the list.
Yeah. So what's your question, girl?
So my eldest baby is going to be 18 here at the end of the month. So I'm just kind of hoping for some guidance through the end of this period.
Well, yeah, I want the guidance on your beauty regimen. You don't look more than yourself.
You mean how to deal with this child who's not a child anymore?
Yeah.
No, but I'm sorry, I missed the question. I was too in shock.
I just any guidance from y'all, cards, guides. I appreciate anything.
For him or for you?
For me to get through.
Well, I got the magician card. So I think you do know, you got all the skills to do this. Apparently you're a good parent. I'm sorry to say.
And she's a good astrologer too. Yeah, because in the tarot, the magician represents this unborn soul, which is the fool, has now come into reality and is manipulating the four elements on his belt. You know, those are the four tarot card elements, and making magic, making the city rise behind him. So it's perhaps I mean, we don't know, we don't have
I
kids.
think you've instilled magic in this child, so you might not know it, or they might not tell you how much you do that, but I think that's powerful.
Well, also I got the Saturn card, which is be realistic. So you know, you're going to have all this time. So when 18, is he moving out of the house?
No, she's a senior this year, so.
So she's a senior this year. So it's all about being realistic and being a parent and being, actually it's being a disciplinarian. Saturn is disciplinarian.
Right. Yep.
I'll give 3 words to that. Cycles, patience, and trust.
Well, Saturn is patience, yep. And cycle rules
I
time,
mean, it must be very challenging to have teenager during this time.
especially when you can't whack them anymore.
Whoa.
She's never too old for a spanking.
No, well, like I said, I grew up with a policeman father. He used to come home wearing a gun and carrying a 3-foot long stick and a blackjack. So I was like, yeah, go tell your father. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. You know, it just didn't, it wasn't an option. Let's put it that way.
All right. Structure, discipline, patience. Okay. Thank you guys.
Magic.
And magic.
And magic.
Magic.
Hey, do you have a sound effect for magic, John?
Actually, 2.
There we
Did they
go.
say magic?
Yeah. The magic wand.
Amazing.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hey, Hope.
Hey there. Hey there. Jeff, happy birthday. Amy and Monty, I look forward to getting your cards. I ordered them off of Amazon, so I look
Thank
forward
you.
to that.
The wild goddess?
Yes, yes.
And you're
Whatever the new
eligible
thing
to
is
join-
that's coming.
Yeah, then you're eligible to
Join the
win.
contest and maybe you can win a kimono or a scarf or a necklace.
And we really give
I would love that.
say it.
Do I have to message you?
Yeah, message me. I asked for the receipt or, proof of purchase.
Of course. Okay, I will do that. And I also want to see where to get your jewelry, but I know we're short on time. So I know Bergdorf is, I don't know the name or anything, but
No, our website is the easiest place to get stuff like that.
Enchanted World, the Enchanted World.
okay, great.
Or amyzerner.com.
Oh, cool. Here's my question. I didn't get the job. I am shocked. You and Jeff and everyone else, and like so many other people, like they're like, you got this in the bag. I thought I was going to get it. It was between me and one other person. The hiring manager called me personally to say it was basically a coin toss and that he encouraged me to keep looking within the company. What do I need to know? Like, I don't need, do I need to know what happened, or like, I really want to be working. Like, I really want to be working soon. What do I guess that's it. I want to be working soon at a company. What do I need to do to be working soon at a company? And if what I did wrong at this one will help me learn, tell me, because
Wrong. I think you're probably going to get another job in the company that said no.
Yeah, I think so too. I get the Queen of Pentacles. She's, that's so successful and prosperous, and that's secure. It's an earthy queen. So I think maybe they'll call you up again.
Yeah.
soon, do you think? I mean, I really want to be working like now. Like, do you see me working soon at something that's corporate full time? Like, I don't want to mess around with freelancing. I want to.
What does soon
I get
mean?
the emperor. That's corporations.
Yeah. Soon to me would mean within the next 4 weeks, get an offer.
I don't think within the next 4 weeks, but I think maybe 6 weeks, 5.
Okay.
We've waited this long. That's what we keep saying.
I would say before the end of the year, Hope, for sure.
Okay.
But and don't be surprised if you do get a phone call from that manager about another opportunity that they see for you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he wants to stay connected to me. It's the weirdest rejection for a job. He's like, Hope, I want to stay connected with you.
It's not a rejection.
I actually think what happened is that there's another job that he sees for you that he's keeping you in line for.
Right.
And that it would not have worked out for you to take this job and transfer you to the other position. So that he's basically, keeping something in the queue for you. So it's like you have an angel helping you get this placed.
Yeah, because it's very unusual for him to call you.
Yeah, you can't force this, right? But if you allow the divine timing to happen, it will.
Okay, thank
And
you.
I would
And
just
Jeff gave me some recommendations, so I'm gonna do that too. And
I just want to say one thing. We were lucky enough to know Dick Bowles, Richard Bowles, who wrote What Color Is Your Parachute? One of the 50 top books of all time. And he said the people who get the job are the ones who write the thank you note.
And stay in touch,
To
make it personal.
And he said you send the thank you note to the people that interviewed you, and you get the job eventually. So I just want to put that out there for all our various audiences now. And I think the fact that he called you speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't happen very often. Usually they're glad to see the back of you. Because because first of all, it means he trusts you enough to call you up and tell you that without expecting you to start screaming and going nuts on him. Because
or to have the HR call me, right? I mean, he could have had the recruiter tell me, or they could have sent me a form.
100%. And what Jeff said is so revealing of human nature, because people do what's easiest for them. He probably sees a job for you that's easier down the line, and he knows it's coming up. He's waiting for someone to leave, and then boom, you're in.
Can I ask one more quickie that's kind of
No, we only
related?
do one. We only do one. We got to do
Okay,
that.
I understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Alina, welcome back.
Welcome back, Alina. There you-
Hello.
Hi.
How can we help?
Well, I wrote a question, but I didn't know how to call it in English. It's about my father, which now it is in Greece, and he's starting to talk to me because he's alone now in vacation. But and I am in the Netherlands. But the thing is, he has how it say it, house from his parents there, and the house where he lives. But here, I don't have a place to stay. So my question is it after his death, or how do you call it, if he will give me to the houses or not, or how it's gonna be, because my parents are divorced, so I didn't have actually parents, which the love of the parents. So and now I'm creating a relationship with him, but it's very complicated because it's on distance.
I think he's going to give. I think he's going to give you at least one. You said he had two.
Well, one is from my grandparents, from his parents. And one, because he divorced from my mother, now he lived there, but it's very small. So, and now I'm struggling in the Netherlands, and you know my situation with my boyfriend and everything. So it's a difficult life. So
No, I think he's gonna. I think he's
gonna do the right thing.
I mean, that's psychically.
The emperor. I think he's very business-like, and he'll do.
What is that card?
The emperor.
The emperor.
What does it mean?
It means the boss of bosses, the capo de tutti capi.
He might not be an emotional type, who showers affection on you, but he'll do the right thing.
Right.
He'll do what's appropriate.
Not an
So
emotional.
he's not gonna do to other people or whatever.
I'm not sure I understand, but
I'm not sure what you said, but I think he is going to give you the house. That was your question, right?
Yeah, because my mother didn't do it. She was dead, and because she was very ill, so she sold the apartment and she did other things with it. So from my mother, I didn't receive anything. So that was my question.
Okay. Did you get anything, Jeff, or you just want to write on that one?
No, I would write on that one. I was just listening carefully.
Okay.
So the emperor means that he will gonna do it.
Yeah, he's gonna get at least one.
At least one is yours.
Yeah.
I hope that puts your mind at rest.
Thank you.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Welcome back. Oh, you
Oops, wait, you got unmute one more time. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Okay, good.
All right. I haven't done anything for a really long time. I've had some limitations.
Confession is good for the soul.
Yeah, and I'd like to get back into things. Everybody since the dawn of time says I should be doing things with healing and helping. I don't know. I think I know what I want to do, but I don't know in what capacity. And I feel like there's no opportunity to start anything. So I'm wondering, yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like I'm very closed in and limited and very isolated. And so I don't know how I would do that. So my question is there going to be an opportunity for me even
to help people?
Yeah, to get out there and actually.
Are you talking about charity work or are you talking about a job?
Not charity work, but not necessarily something that I would, do like a full-time living. My intuition is more like it says like advice and opinion and just helping people through emotional timing. And I don't know what that means exactly. And I don't know how I would even get out there because I just feel like I'm super isolated, as probably many people do. So I don't know where the opportunity would even come from.
Where do you live?
I'm in Edmonton, Alberta.
This sounds like a Jeff Pulver question.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, our gifts are very alike. It's amazing. Yeah.
You look, but you have the internet, and I don't think it's a physical proximity issue. I think it's more of you defining your tribe, defining your community, and allowing yourself to then communicate with that community and serve however you want to, wherever it's needed. But you first have to shift your mind to the positive rather than the negative, because when you're closed, you are closed. You manifest that. But when you allow yourself the possibility of light coming in, it is magical, and then magic will follow. But it starts with you.
I can feel it shifting. I just don't know where to go with it now. So
we could talk offline if you like, because it's a very long answer to a very short question. But it's a matter of you believing in yourself and allowing yourself to then be open to where that takes you.
Yeah.
And it's unbounded in terms of the process. So it's for you to find that platform for who you want to be.
Yeah.
Taking it. And in your case, it might be what you're doing. It just needs to be extended out from where you're living to the rest of the world. Because you may be
literally pulling like all the same cards you guys are when you're doing people's readings and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, is that what
I look, energetically, I feel that you have the tools needed. It's just a matter of having the platform.
Yes.
And I'm telling you from my own experience, you can create that platform. Think of journaling, sharing some ideas and putting it out there, and building, from an old-fashioned perspective, building a mailing list. Even if it's just one person who reads you to start, over time, and you could ask those people to forward what you wrote to a friend. I did that 20 years ago. For a while, I had a mailing list of over 100,000 people. It started with one person following, or 30 people I put on the list to begin with, and it just grew. And so it's, so anyway, there's a long story to it, but at the end of the day, you'll end up being your own boss, and changing people's lives and touching them in a meaningful way. But it starts with you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And thank you.
How are we doing on time,
Yeah,
Lauren?
we have like 3 minutes left, right?
Lauren, what happened to Lauren? I lost your voice.
Sorry, it was a quick error. This is our last question for today.
Oh my God, we did it.
We did it.
Without a lightning round.
Yes.
Hey, Marianne.
Hi, how are you?
We're good.
Good. I'm
We're excited that we've gone through season 2 and,
First show.
first show and we've
I know you're waiting.
gone out.
This is a fortuitous time for me. I've been working really crazy and dealing with eye issues and things.
Sorry to hear that.
But my question is October, I have 2 shows opening within the next 2 weeks. And is October 1st fortuitous for me to travel, or shall I delay that travel till November?
Yes. And this isn't psychic, but you know that when you have eye issues, you don't want to go into pressurized situations. And when you go on an airplane, you're pressurized for 8,000 feet. It's like you're on a mountain for 8,000.
No, that's very true. 2 months ago, my doctor said I'd probably be okay, but eye issues are resurfacing. So maybe that's an issue in itself.
Right. I mean, we don't do medical stuff, but I do know that.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that.
So sure.
Yeah. I was just thinking maybe when something good can happen, there's also often so many difficulties that come in at the same time.
Well, unless
made
it's
us
overseas, you
loud
can
and
always
clear.
drive. But
Pardon?
I said, unless it's overseas, you can always drive. But that who the hell wants to do that
Well, I
necessarily?
mean, set your priorities. Your health is the most important.
Right.
And there's always other opportunities, and
Mm-hmm.
we're all eager to go forward and get out more. And
Right. And I am not a doctor. I'm not an ophthalmologist. I don't even play one on TV. But I do remember that because I've had eye issues, and I remember the doctor saying, "Don't fly," because of the pressure.
It can trigger something.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially if it's any kind of nerve stuff or optic stuff. But I am not a doctor, and all our
Right.
free readings come with a money back guarantee.
Put her on right now. Add.
No, I got it. I can delay it. No problem.
Okay.
Thank you. And I can't wait to see your kimonos,
Oh,
Amy.
They're awesome. Go to amyzerner.com.
All right. Well, we have just one more. Sorry. It was Joyce.
Miss Joyce definitely needs a reading.
Are you going to say it in Italian since you've been in Italy all summer?
Grazie mille.
I remember when you were just a little question saying, "Can I go to Italy this summer?" And it was like, "I don't know." Yes, wow.
Got
Things
plate
change.
after plate of pasta showing on.
with your amazing animal portraits, which are so amazing. Love
Yeah,
them.
those were spirit animals. I was so lucky. I want to thank all of you for putting up with me asking ad nauseum. Will I have a show?
What do you want to know now, Joyce?
It was a huge show. It was huge.
It was huge, and it opened, and the day it closed, they came out with a new law, a COVID law there, and they closed all the things down.
Oh wow.
The day it closed.
Yeah, but your art is so boss, as we used to say in Brooklyn. It's just
I haven't
great.
heard that expression.
So boss, is that what you said?
Yes, it's boss.
Yeah, thanks.
You haven't said that since you were boss. came out.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
Wait
And
till
I
you hear our
sold
laugh
4
track.
things. I sold 4 things.
I'm not surprised. They're awesome.
I'm so glad we were right, and I'm so glad that you're such a good artist.
So what's the question?
Okay, so of course my question is,
Are you going to Italy next summer?
No. I'm not starting that yet. It's too early. Where on the East End can I show my pandemic garden paintings? Or should I try to be innovative and go along with my friend over there, Jeffrey? Try something different.
You mean NFT it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would NFT it, and I would also look for a showing. I would. They're not mutually exclusive.
Okay.
Because we would sell the digital. Would put for sale is the digital images of what you have.
Yeah.
But the physical, if you want to show it, showcase it, I would not stop. I would do both.
Okay. That's great. That's terrific.
I understand there's a place in Shelter Island people can come and see your stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. There is. Yes, that's true.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming for
Thank you.
season 2
Thank you,
opening
Laura.
show. We're going to be back next week, right?
So good to see you. Yes.
We'll be back next week.
And Michelle Welsh, are you our guest star next week, Michelle Welsh? We're going to start having guests again.
Yeah.
We'll have a guess, yes. But hey, if it's Monday, you know it's time for
Ask the Oracles.
And if you're watching this on anything other than where we are in Zoom, you know, you can get a ticket by going to pulver.com, signing up, and you can join us. Our show starts live Eastern, 12:30 p.m. on Mondays.
And want to remind everybody about our Halloween weekend online event. If you buy the ticket through rally.io, you can get a ticket that is an NFT for your NFT collection, little collector's item there. And of course, we take fiat capital as well.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're going to have 22 intuitives and visionaries and me.
I know, us, all of us. Together we make 25.
That's right.
Yeah. So
see you next week.
See you next week. Thank you so much for joining us
Bye.
for the return of Ask the Oracles.
thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Harry. Thank you,
Laura.
Jeff.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you, everyone, for watching us.
Recording stopped.
We did it.
We did it. Wow. Wow.
So now, did it go out to everybody like we thought?